My Saturday's off to a bad start here because I thought I'd flick between the Premier League game, the proper stuff, and the Championship game. You know, a good proper Championship game. The men, you know, that's out the window. I'm not even at 12:45 here, and I've seen, you know, a load of nonsense. So I flick over to the Liverpool game, get to the Liverpool game, flick back for half time. In the midst of that, Arsenal scored another 2 goals. But as I flick back over, there's a penalty. Arsenal have got a penalty. I think Beth Mead's going to take it, and Mary Earps is in goal. And I'd famously said I'd scored 100 out of 100 pens against her. And I must admit, I'm wrong. I'll have to take that back. First time ever, world exclusive, I was wrong. I'd actually scored 1,000 out of 1,000 penalties with me left foot against her. All right, she wouldn't get near any penalty. She couldn't get out the middle of the goal for Beth Mead's pen. She's got not a hope in hell of getting a glove on any of mine. And they tell me this is the best women's goalie in the world. So it doesn't stop there. Sunday morning I get up, record the UFC. I thought I'll have a little look after they got in from the kids' footy. Sunday TNT now at it. First game, 12. Atletico against Barcelona women. More women in cosplay trying to do men's footy. Listen, Barca, the best women's team, 7 million salary, the best paid. Honestly, they're not even, they wouldn't win the conference. They wouldn't stay up in the conference. Any them women's team I watch Saturday, Sunday wouldn't stay in the conference. And then to rub salt in the wounds, you had the old firm. Anyway, we're not going to waste any more time talking about the women's game. But again, it's just getting forced down your throat. As I say, it can't be the week before the final. It just, you know, you've got imbeciles suplexing people on the pitch. You've got some fella with a bandana on here who's about 35 stone on the top half. But again, lad, he falls over on the turf. That's a bobble on the pitch that Mo Salah doesn't need, or Isaac doesn't need next Saturday, because he's a big heavy tread at him.
Yeah, but as you said, if it was a week after or a few days after, no one's asked. I mean, they've done well, whatever you rave charity, great. It's just that it's a week before the first major cup final of the proper football for me. Come
on, like, who are they literally? Like,
they've got massive following. Like, they're a strange breed. Like, bear in mind, if you had no internet connection, right?
They'd be working in
These
Subway.
are people who are in a lunatic asylum, like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. This I show speed fella walks around barking like a dog. He got kicked off for barking in a baby's face. Like, he's not well.
Yeah, they'd be sectioned.
But also, when you look at them, we're looking at the keeper for both keepers, right? Look at this, lad.
Oh my God.
Can anybody out there, as much as all the Africanos have had a Papa Carragher for saying what he said, there's no better defender come from Africa than Jamie Carragher. Africa have never produced a better defender than Jamie Carragher.
Well, they are, but they are going to play for France.
Well, name me a better African defender. Can anybody name me a better African defender?
Marcel Desailly.
Ever. He's French.
Kolo Touré.
Kolo Touré went better than Jamie Carragher. Joking, aren't you? So again,
it's a shout. It is a shout.
Can you name me a better defender than an African defender?
If there was, we would have said then, and I can't.
They might say Koulibaly, the lad who came over with a big reputation from Napoli.
He's a big yard
He shit the bed, and then he got off to Saudi.
Kolo Touré for Arsenal was good.
Kolo Touré's not better than Jamie Carragher. If I said to you can have one in your team, bear in mind, Carragher played at right back.
I'd have Carragher over Touré, yeah. I would.
Again, we're going through here, this great continent that's produced phenomenal talent and deserves to be taken serious as a major tournament. Well, you can't name me one defender.
Someone's asked on Twitter, what do you think of the two Garys, Gary Neville and Gary Lineker?
Gary Neville and Gary Lineker, it depends. Blends in two different ways, aren't they? Like, Lineker's just a sausage. I can't abide him. Like, he's obviously proper lefty dickhead. Like, Neville I've got a bit more time for, but I really struggle with him. Just his behaviour in terms of, like, he just thinks he's like the oracle of football and forgets he's a proper knob. Like, he's managed Salford as like the kind of sporting director and been dreadful, wasted money. He's gone with England as an assistant manager, been dreadful, had Harry Kane taking corners. Valencia, he's let the nation down and set English coaches back in Spain by about 50 years for him and their Phil's fucking behaviour there. Then I was like, Manny, why is he a Manny? And then I realised, no, it's some fella called Manny who's never played, looks like the Milky Bar Kid.
He's not the like.
What's he on the telly talking about, like, what's going on with Kyle Walker's career and whether Kyle Walker goes to AC Milan or
not. It's no hard on him. Like, he's obviously getting told to come on here and doing whatever, so it's not towards him.
But I'm saying, like, how can you give any contact? He's never been a player who's lived abroad. I want to listen to somebody who's played in Italy, who's lived abroad, who goes, you know what, AC Milan, he could be a good way for him to get a new lease of life, because he's obviously gone a bit stale at City, and these are the challenges he's going to face, but these are the upsides if he gets it right. I don't want Manny from YouTube, Sideman's brother or something, waffling on. Now, he might be perfectly well to have his opinion, but keep that for his side hustle on YouTube or whatever he's doing.
You don't want to...
Not fair. Now, if we had a way of opting out of this, but we haven't, because if you have a digibox, you get 17 years jail. And the people who produced them get 58 years worth of jail for having a digibox, right? So we can't actually opt out of it. We've got to, if you're a mad footy fan, football addict like we are, you have to watch it. Now, we shouldn't have to sit there in silence watching it. I can't flick over to see my transfer news on Sky without being bombarded by absolute morons. Oh, the Tarap one.
The Tarap story, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I told you he spat at the kit lady, didn't he? He spat at the kit woman, D, and pulled all the towels over and all that. Come in on the Monday. We had the game on the Tuesday, another league game on the Tuesday, and it was like we had to report for 1 o'clock training on the Monday. And we're all out on the training pitch at 12:30, like getting ready for a 1 o'clock start. 1:15, here's Adele comes running out. 15 minutes late for the session. By the way, he's been off Sunday and Monday morning. Comes out late for the session. And Warnock's just kind of just as if it hasn't happened. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not having this. Like he's not training here. And he was as if he was fit because we got beat. He's late for training. I'm going to play. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just going to take him out of selection here. He's not playing, like, because it's massively disrespectful to the group. So I just made the decision, and literally I just absolutely marmalised him. He obviously loves megging people tabs and takes loads of touches. So like that's the worst thing you can do against me. You need to move it 1 and 2 touch, like half a touch. So I just position myself round near him every time he just chews the ball. First one, poof, just lifted them, and he just squeals like a pig. He's rolling around on the floor. But Warner, because he's that much of a shit, just because he goes, he couldn't handle the towels. One just looks in the other direction. But like the lads are kind of like, what the f going on here? Anyway, no one comes on for Tarap. No one even. The game just carries on because the tackle's that late. Like it's not even. It's that late. It's fucking ridiculous.